Mercedes' Nico Rosberg is under pressure and on the back foot after a disastrous home Grand Prix at Hockenheim in July that dropped him to his lowest ebb this year. The German now 19 points behind his teammate and reigning Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton in the fight for the title. There's no doubt that this year is Rosberg's strongest yet. 12 races in, and he's won 5 times, including 4 straight from Australia to Russia. But it's beginning to feel a lot like 2014 all over again. Then, while Hamilton was dominant with 4 wins from the first 5 races, Rosberg's consistency and his victories at Albert Park, Monte Carlo and Hockenheim ensured he led the drivers' standings for most of the opening part of the year. But the real turning point was 5 straight wins for Hamilton from Monza to Austin, which destroyed Rosberg's lead and confidence, and meant he went into the final round at Abu Dhabi 17 points adrift. Hamilton won the Grand Prix and the title. Rosberg finished the race 14th with an energy recovery system issue. Game over. Fast forward to 2016, and we're witnessing a similar ascent by Hamilton, who's won 6 of the last 7 races, and incredibly turned a 43-point deficit into a 19-point lead. The reigning world champion hit the top of the standings with a win in Hungary, extending it in Germany, where Rosberg faltered off the line, ran Red Bull Racing's Max Verstappen off the road, and earned himself a time penalty that destroyed his race and left him 4th. It was also the 2nd straight Grand Prix Rosberg wasn't able to convert pole, dropping down the order at the start, with Hamilton taking the lead. Rosberg took it on the chin in the aftermath of the race. "It was a difficult and disappointing day for me," he said. To turn it around and stop the rot, he must win in Belgium, at one of F1's most fearsome tracks, Spa-Francorchamps, where he's never won before. Last year's Belgian Grand Prix was a familiar story, with Rosberg starting 2nd but dropping to 5th at the start, ruining his chance to take the fight to Hamilton at the front. Looking ahead, Rosberg's battle is as mental as it is physical.
Well, they're both fast guys, and you can see that Nico is very often as quick as Lewis. But I think that Lewis is just that natural racer. With Nico, he can race, and he is a great asset to Formula One and to Mercedes. But somehow you feel that for Lewis, it just happens. Where for Nico, you get the impression that he's got a more logical thought process to making it happen, and maybe that just separates the two performances slightly.
Of course, Hamilton knows it can turn on a dime, and that Rosberg has not only the confidence from a new 2-year contract, but the speed to start from pole.
He's always been a formidable or incredibly strong competitor, so I don't see that changing. And for me, this is a marathon, not a sprint.
All is not lost for a Rosberg championship win just yet, but the German needs to return from the summer break fired up for battle in Belgium.
It will be exciting to try and beat him.